Welcome to the Roadrunner 89 Swirl to Investment Network, where we talk about interracial love and marriage. Hope you enjoy Swirl to Investment.
All right. Hey, Sandy. We're up here parasailing. Whoa. Hey, everybody. Please, Sandy, say something.
All right, welcome to tonight's show, everybody. Good to see you guys again. For those of you that were in the prayer meeting, I appreciate today. Had a good time. Hopefully, everybody got something out of the message. Tonight, I want to talk about investing in the Black woman, opening up your options. I talk about this all the time. I just had to make an adjustment here. Okay, sorry about that. I talk about opening up your options all the time. Okay. And too many people are out there that would be willing to open up their options, thought about opening up their options, thought about dating Black women, wondered what it'd be like to date a Black woman. And then either they don't approach a Black woman, or maybe they get turned down by one or two and just give up and think, oh, they just don't like us, or I don't know. Or when people get together and open up their options, sometimes they're talked out of their relationship. Sometimes so-called friends and family want to tell you how society is and how you shouldn't open up your options because we're so different. We've all heard this. Anybody that's been in an interracial relationship, an interracial marriage, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, there's always that Debbie Downer in the group that says, well, I don't know. Yeah, or they believe you should stay with your own racial group. Okay. And we deal with that. I think more so in the past than now. People are opening up more to interracial relationships. And, there's less people that have problems, but there still is people that have a problem with it. there still is a effort to stop black women from dating other groups of men besides black men, and especially white men. For some reason, they don't want that to happen. For some reason, they don't want the black woman being with the white man. And and vice versa. We're the group, black women, white men are the most, in today's world, are the most hated group by those that are against interracial relationships. There is more of a concerted effort to stop black women and white men from coming together. Okay. When it comes to white people, from what I've seen, it was more in the past than it is now. I've seen more, and this is what I see from my family, from my community, from my neighborhood. More white people are accepting of interracial relationships with black people, and nobody really cares anymore. Seriously, white men don't care if women date black men. We don't, or marry them. It's not even a thing anymore. Really, I know there's always going to be some haters and some racists out there that say we shouldn't do that, but really, for the most part, people don't care. But when we look at what's going on in our society, when we look at marriage rates, when we look at what's going on, in the black community with black women and the options that black women have, it would be best for black women to open up their options just for the sake of balancing it out. When black women outnumber black men by over 2 million, okay, and you got black men that open up their options and date and marry out, then that's less. And then the ones that do get married interracially, your numbers go down. The quality of man goes down just because of the numbers. Logically, it would make sense for black women to open up her options, to explore her options. Okay? Because when it comes down to it, black women have the short end of the stick. And even if black men were the greatest men alive and married everybody, there would still be over 2 million black women left alone. And polygamy is not the answer. Okay. I know there's been some people say, well, the numbers, black women need to have more, black men need to have more than one wife. No. So if a black woman wants to be married and have a family, and ladies, you got to think, what is the best? Well, look at what would be the best option. Look at numbers and look what you got to pick from. Okay. If you're limiting yourself into a box where only this group of men has access to you or has a chance with you, okay, and the other groups of men you won't even look at, well, then you end up competing for the men. And then they pretty much can dictate what they want from you. And we're seeing it. That's why people are telling black women to date down, marry down, 50-50. And some cases, you might have to go 70-30. I heard one black guy say, well, you just might have to do the 50-50 or even pay more than the 50-50. And he said it with such confidence, like, we got you. We have you. You got to think about that. Okay. And that's where black women are, just in the numbers. Okay. And then we go in the marriage rates, how many people are getting married, how long the marriages last. then your options just shrink down, shrink down. And if you're, and if you're an average person, I'm just saying. But, I would say open up your options. Give Black women, give white men a chance. Give Asian men a chance if you're into that, or Hispanic, or what other group of men you're interested in. Because when it comes down to it, it's about survival. It's about having what you want. Do you want to get married? Do you want a family? If you don't, that's fine. That's everybody's individual choice. But if you want access to men that have wealth, more opportunities, then you got to open up your options. The more, and when men know that your option is open, then they know they can approach you, they can compete for you. And men should compete. Women should not compete for men. Okay, I've seen channels where they talk about Black women having to, do better and act better and be more feminine, more submissive, and all this stuff to get a good man, a good Black man. When it should be the other way around. Men should be competing for women. And women, when men compete for you, you get a better option. Okay? He will appreciate you more. I'm serious. And the ones that aren't really into you, that just want, to use you as a come up, well, when they have to compete, you get rid of the ones that aren't really into you. And two, when more Black women open up their options, the Black women that want to stay with Black men, then they have more options. Logically, everybody does better. Okay? And then not to speak about race relations, when we come together with families of different racial groups, that builds families together, that builds cohesion, and our families get to know each other and get out of those stereotypes and generalizations. So opening up your options is best for everybody. And if you care about Black women, you would encourage Black women to open up their options. Whether you're white or Black or whatever, if you're a Black man, you love Black women, you would encourage Black women to open up their options. Because you want Black women to succeed, right? You want Black women to be happy, loved. Or do you want them waiting around till you're ready for them so you can stroke your ego? That comes at a high price. I'm just saying. But anyway, I want to show you some videos here. Okay, and there's these Black women talking about interracial relationships. Okay. There's a perception, and I think it's a reality, that white men treat Black women better. Okay. I honest to God believe that. I really do. In general, okay, there are evil men in all groups, but I think generally white men do treat Black women better. I mean, you can tell me if I'm wrong, ladies, but I do believe that. And I've heard many Black women say that they're treated better, they're treated with more respect. They're not so how can I say this word? They're not so picky at what Black women do. They're not so involved in their hair, their makeup, and all this stuff. And I believe that. I believe us white men are more easygoing, more loving, more respectful. And I do believe this, and I'm going to get hate for it. We're able to show love more. We're able to express it easier. in general, I'm not saying all, but I do believe that's what we're able to do, and it benefits us. And I think culturally we're raised different. Okay. And people say, opposites attract, and it does. But I think black women and white men, we got so much in common that we're able to come together in a relationship, in a marriage, and we're able to love each other. And we appreciate the love we do get from each other. Okay. And that's my experience. I mean, with me and my wife, we love each other. We appreciate each other, what we do for each other. And white men I've talked to that are married to black women, they tell me the same thing. They'll tell me how amazing black women are, how loving they are, how much in love they are with black women. And really, all we need to do, i.e., black women, white men, is get to know each other, open up our options, give each other a chance. I mean, serious. We shoot each other down before we even get to know each other. Oh, she don't like me. She's black. Black women don't like white guys. And then black women, oh, they're fetishizers. They're racist. This and that. No, that ain't true. Okay? There are some racist and evil people, yes. But most white men in today's world are not like that. You come to my neighborhood, and I guarantee it's safer than 95% of black neighborhoods in America. And yes, the wealthy ones too. And in my neighborhood, it's predominantly white and Hispanic, but there are black people that live here, and I do see interracial relationships. I see high school kids coming home from school that are interracially dating. I see black teenage girls holding hands with white teenage boys. I see it all the time. And that's encouraging. And we need to open up our options. Get out of the stereotypes. Get out of what society says. The truth is the truth. This being separate and stay with your own kind, those days are over. And they need to be over. We need to go for the best option. And black women are the best option. When it comes to dating and marriage, we get a better result with black women. When it comes to marriage, our marriages last longer. We have more wealth. You want to talk about white privilege? Go ahead. But we get more privilege when we marry black women. I turned in my white privilege card for the Power Couple Platinum card, and I tell you, that has more value. That has more privilege. And I'm telling you, and you can mark my words, in the future, the most privileged group is going to be black women, white men. And it's not going to be based on race. And it's not because, they're upholding white supremacy, because that's a freaking lie. It's because black women, white men put in the most work. They're strategic and they know what they want. And when they come together, they make it happen. And I'm telling you, white men, you need to invest in black women. You need to get to know black women. And black women, the same thing. Open up your options. Take your swirl, and when you swirl, take it to investment. Get out there, divest. Do what you need to do to be safe, to heal, to get yourself in the right mindset. Because this crap of you're obligated because you're the same color, it is just going to destroy you. No man has any say in what you do. You don't belong to any man except if you allow yourself to belong to him within marriage. And black women, where is your home? I'll tell you where your home is, wherever you want it to be, whatever neighborhood you want to live in. That's your home. Whatever men you want to date and marry, that's up to you. In 2024, this staying with your own kind and being with your people, or you're a traitor, that stuff's gone. It needs to go away. Because ladies, you don't belong to nobody. Except you, God, and whoever you allow yourself to be with. It's your world. Okay, I'm gonna show you this. This is funny. Okay. All right. This is hilarious. But tell me if it's not. Tell me if you think it's true or not. Okay, it's off a TV show, but tell me.
I think it's time to change, Frank Jr.
Oh, okay, babe. Here. You know what? You look a little tired. Why don't you come and lay down and I'll rub your feet for a little while?
Oh, thanks, baby.
That does it. I'm getting me a white man.
Girl, stop it!
Yeah, just to help around the house a little bit. Now, come on, you know you all were thinking it.
Let's play that again.
Honey, I think it's time to change, Frank Jr.
Oh, okay, babe. Here. You know what? You look a little tired. Why don't you come and lay down and I'll rub your feet for a little while?
Oh, thanks, baby.
That does it. I'm getting me a white man.
Girl, stop it!
Yeah, just to help around the house a little bit. Now, come on, you know you all were thinking it.
There you go. Get you a white man. You know you were thinking about it, black women. That's funny. No, but look. You know, some black women are thinking that. They see it. They think about it. They might not want to say it in public. They might not want to tell their friends when they're in a big group, but they get along. I've heard black women say this. I've heard my wife say this, that, But you know what? White men do the same thing with black women. And they look at black women and they say, wow. And they approach me all the time because they know I have a black wife. White men, both young and old, approach me and say, what do you say to a black woman? How did you meet your wife? What did you do? What did you say? They might not say it in public, but they tell me about it. And you know what? Ever since I, got married, there have been so many people that approach me to talk about black women. And this is through the years. Even when I was dating, white men would approach me. What are black women like? Which is better? Who? And sometimes they ask me sexual things, and I won't tell them out of respect, for black women and for my wife. And when they say, which is better? All I say is, well, who am I married to? To answer your question. But this goes on back and forth. Look, black women and white men are out there and want to be together. And you know what? Young black women and white men some fantasize about having relationships with each other. It's true. Ladies, tell me if I'm lying. I know when I was growing up, I know I had a fantasy before I was even dating, of having a black wife and, being with a black woman, because I thought it'd be so neat and so awesome. And it would be different. I was thinking about this before I was dating. But I had a love for black women as a child, and it's gone on. And my love has grown stronger through the years. And my marriage lasted 30 years, so hey. But people will say, oh, well, that's fetishization. You're a fetishizer. You know, I don't know how many times I've been called a fetishizer. Why? Because I say I love and respect Black women. And I'm married to a Black woman. That's the definition of fetishizer. It's so crazy. People have taken a word and just thrown it out there. And I hear it so much. If I look it up in the dictionary, I think, okay, fetishizer, a white man married to a Black woman that loves Black women. It can't be that you just love Black women. It can't be that you just have love and respect for Black women. It can't be that you admire their character and how they carry themselves and just find their personality and their spirit beautiful. It can't be that. It's got to be purely sexual. It's got to be purely lustful. Well, that's not it at all. It's crazy. It's like us white men, we gotta, if we date Black women, it's got to be totally 100% platonic. We can't have a desire. We can't have feelings for her. Or else it's a fetishization. Well, they're going to call us a fetishizer anyway. All you do is be white and say you love Black women. Automatic. A fetishization is not a preference. A fetishization is sexual gratification on body parts or seeing a woman as an object, as a sex object. That's a fetishization. Certain body parts she has, you fetishize that. But if you love her and you think she's awesome and you connect with her, that's not a fetishization. But it's another way to shame you. It's another way to tell Black women, stay away. White men are so dangerous. Of course, you know, Black men can't do nothing wrong. So, you know, but we hear that all the time, right? But anyway, but that was a good clip. But truly, I believe white men do treat Black women better. I know when it comes to me, I treat Black women better than most Black men do. I know this for a fact. Not saying there ain't Black men that treat Black women right, but I'm just saying in general, I think we're more respectful, more loving. And I know I'm going to get some hate. Oh, that ain't true. I see this story of this white guy that did an evil thing to a Black woman, so that means all white men are horrible. The swirling gone wrong. Oh, my God. They found one, so that applies to everybody. But when it goes the other way, oh, it's just one bad apple. But anyway, but statistically, if you want a strong marriage, you want true love, you want a woman that's going to have your back, you need to invest in a Black woman. Not saying you can't find a good woman of any other race, but statistically, Black women are the best option. It's true. Okay, and I'm not saying it because I despise some other women. I don't. It's out of love. It's the truth. See if Greg is blocked. Why would Greg be blocked? Hold on. Let me see if I can. I didn't block him. Did somebody block him in the comments last show or something? Hold on. Let me see if I have to go to YouTube to do it. I got to get out of. Hold on. All right. I'm going here. I'm trying to figure this out. Let me see here. Mm-hmm. Okay, just bear with me. I'm trying to see if Greg is blocked. Let me see. Or okay, I don't see him in the block section. All right. Sorry guys. I don't see him blocked. I don't know what's going on. I didn't block him. If somebody did, it would show. Let me tell him to try to comment. Let me look again. I have so many people block, so many. Huh. All right, I don't see nothing, guys. All right. Sorry. Hey, Genesis, tell him just try it again. If not, just put if he can redo his thing, because I don't see him blocked on my thing. I don't know. Now, moderators can block people. If you get blocked, email me. Okay, please. Sometimes people get accidentally blocked, or somebody might block you because they don't like what you said. I don't know. But just tell him to tweak his profile a little bit and redo it, and I'll see if I can't find it. He's not on there. I don't know what's going on. Okay. All right. Sorry. Let me get back to the show. But I will look after this. I'll look deeper in my studio. But I didn't block him. I don't see him blocked. I don't. But I'll look through, and maybe it's hidden somewhere. I don't know. But I'll fix it. Okay. Okay. Now let me show you these other videos. Sorry for the delay. I just don't like people getting blocked unless I block them. And then, if you do get blocked, email me, okay? All right? Because sometimes people get accidentally blocked. Okay? I've accidentally blocked people on a show trying to block a troll. Sometimes that happens. Okay? And sometimes the mods will accidentally block somebody. So, yeah. Greg is not blocked. Okay. If he did, it was an accident. I don't know. But I didn't see it. But I will continue to see what I can do. But just have him tweak it a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. This YouTube thing is weird anyway. But yeah. And guys, if you do get blocked, email me, please. Okay? I only block people in extreme situations. If you come up here cussing me out, then I'll block you. But Other than that, if it's a difference of opinion, no. I might delete your comment, but I won't block you. And that's if it's just out rude and disrespectful. Okay. All right. Let me show you this. All right. This young lady sounds like she's from the UK, and she gives her aspect on white men treating black women better. And let's hear what she has to say.
As I was saying, I feel like the reason why white men are the least hateful, in general, I'm not even talking about the ones that are like running the pieces and all of this stuff, but in general, like in our environment, is because they're the ones that are in the most power. So when you're in a powerful position, you're not really going to be that pressed or intimidated as much, right? Unless you're mad insecure. Like the white men that are mad insecure and have their own, like they're not happy in their lives, the drunks, the drug addicts, the ones that you go and all of these stuff here, the ones that have these mad vendettas, the ones whose wives cheated on them with their brother and whatnot and had a baby. Do you get what I mean? All of this shit, yeah? Them man there will be the ones that are, you know, racist or whatever did there. But more time, white men are the least ones to be like aggressive or mean towards black women, yeah? But white women and other black men, due to their position in society, and not being at the top of the podium, on top of the hierarchy, but feeling that they should be.
Okay, what do you think about that? I love her accent. It's pretty cool. It's like, but is she right? Is there something there, or is that just her opinion? Okay, and the reason I picked it because I believe she's from the UK. She sounds like it, you know. And getting somebody else's perspective from another country, you know, I like to hear about it, you know. And there's times I will talk to women that are, you know, in Canada, in the Caribbean, Africa, or in the UK, and some in South America, right? And they'll tell me their perspective on what's going on and their perspective on interracial dating and marriage. And guys, it's crazy. It's almost similar to the United States in many ways. It's crazy. Is there something going on? Is there something cultural? Or are just white men just generally, are we just generally nicer or, you know, and just treat black women better? Is it just what we do? I'm just saying, what do you think? Is there something going on? Or is it what she said? Because white men are at the power, you know, up on top. We have the power, so we don't have to worry about things or being insecure or, you know, we feel more confident because we're at that power. We have that white privilege card, so we're confident and we're nicer because of it. Is that it? I mean, there might be something there, but I mean, white men have insecurities too. White men go through some things. You know, people have insecurities, all people. Sometimes we go through some things, feel a certain way. But I think it's a different mindset. I think it's a different culture. I think black men a lot of times look at a white man with a black woman and feel some kind of way about it. Like he's taken our women, where us white men, if we see a black man with a white woman, we're like, we don't even think about it. Now, during segregation, yeah, people would have a problem with it. Yeah, I get it. But in today's world, it's not even a thing. I haven't heard a white man complain about a white woman with a black man since, I think, 1983. I'm just serious. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just around people that don't care. I don't know. But maybe there is something there. And I wouldn't say necessarily we have the power. We have the majority. Okay. That's really how it is. And a lot of times there's misconceptions when you're the majority where they think you're running things because they see more white people in government, more white people in leadership positions. Well, there's more white people, period. So there's going to be more white people in government in positions of power because there's just more. I mean, it's not like some white man behind the scenes. Okay, it's going to be white people in power. We'll let a few black people around so we can hide what we're doing. No, if you listen to Umar Johnson, the doctor of delusion, he'll tell you that. He'll say that white people are controlling. They only let a few black people be successful, and it's a bunch of BS. It's just, it just promoting victimhood and making people think white people are evil and black people are victims. That's basically what he's doing. But yeah, no one cares to see white women and black men. We don't see at work. There's this black guy who's dating a white woman, and he was talking about her, and white men were like, "Oh, cool, man! Look, trying to help him out." Like, it's weird. Yeah, Doctor of Delusion, Dr. Delusional Umar. Boy, that guy's a clown. I tell you. How do people like Umar Johnson get a big following? How do people listen to that clown? How can they listen to him say how black families need to be together, but you never see his wife, you never see his children? Like, what the hell? But you'll hear him say, "Oh, she's 5'5", thick in the thighs," but he's not a fetishizer. Oh no, he loves black women. He says between black woman's legs is heaven. Dr. Umar says that, but nobody checks him for being a fetishizer. Tell me. But a guy like me that says, "Oh, I love black women," fetishizer, you have a fetish. Really? But anyway, okay. He has 2 baby mamas. Yeah, but he's going to speak like he's the man. And he goes in on black men with white women and gets into their business. I don't know why these dudes don't just tell him off. I mean, seriously. I mean, what is that? Telling people who they date or marry, like, that's up to them. But anyway, what do you think about what she said? Is it a power thing? Is it that we're not insecure, so we have confidence, so we treat women better? Or is it in our culture where we've been conditioned and taught to treat women with love and respect, that we're taught that women are a treasure? Even biblically, it says women, are a treasure, worth more than rubies and precious stones. Nothing on earth can compare to a woman's value. What about the virtuous woman? Huh? And when you're taught that, you grew up, you value women, you respect women, and you protect women. Umar, the Hotep clown, yeah, he is. I mean, he's so stupid, and people buy into this. He said that there were Snow Bunny secret agents out there to get to black men to take advantage. Like, really? Like the government's going to spend money to mess with the black man with white women because they're so racist. But if they wanted to mess with black men, they would just do it. I mean, look at the past when during segregation, they did evil things. They just did it. They didn't try to hide it. I mean, what's the guy talking about? I mean, using white women to get to, okay. It's crazy. It's funny to listen to him. I'll listen to him just to get a laugh because he's so full of it. Makes no sense. Like he could, maybe he ought to be a science fiction writer. I mean, serious. Okay. All right, let's hear this young lady's opinion here.
Together, we don't have anything in common, but we do.
Oh, sorry, it was in the middle. All right, you see this lady, right? I think her TikTok video's been stitched more than anybody in TikTok. But anyway, let's hear what she has to say.
Black women with white men tend to be the best combination.
When I tell you I've been trying to answer this question since the creator posted the video, I really have been thinking about it. And there's so much, but also like I'm trying to articulate it in a way that makes sense to the viewers. This is the best way I can describe why it works so well. We're opposites. Obviously, physically, my husband's white, I'm black. We are opposites in so many ways it's ridiculous. Like sometimes I look at my husband and I'm like, why are we even together? We don't have anything in common. But we do. We have the important things in common. But the things that are opposite are what keeps our relationship flowing. For example, my husband's love language is physical touch and quality time. Mine's is acts of service and sometimes quality time. Meaning I occasionally have to go hug that guy so he knows that I love him. And I need him to take out the trash to remember that he loves me too. And that's what makes it flow. That's what keeps
opposites attract.
So that's the best way I can describe it.
Okay, what do you think about her perspective? Opposites attract? Sure they do. Okay. And you know, a lot of times when people interracially date, they do it because it's something different. They see a beautiful black woman, they say, wow, okay, I'll approach her. She's different. That's attractive. And there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you do it the right way and not say, you know, so that can be attractive. But she said something interesting. She says, but what we do have in common are the important things. Okay. And I think what she's saying is we're different and we look different, and that's attractive, but the important things we agree on. And I would assume it's, you know, love, marriage, family, what they want in life, you know, having each other's back, you know, uplifting each other, loving each other. And I haven't gone into love language thing or whatever, but she said something that her husband is in touching, hugging, embracing. That's how I am with my wife. I hug my wife a lot. I embrace my wife. And she does the same thing to me. I just love my wife, and I'll hug her, and I'll be sitting down watching TV. We got this big blanket, and we just we wrap ourselves in it, and we'll watch TV together, or we'll just hang out, and that's what me and my wife do. But that's our way of you know, showing affection, or just that's what we do. You know, when I sleep, I have my arm around my wife. I hug my wife. It just that's how I am. Some people aren't like that. Some people, but I am. And my wife's like that. You know, we'll go on the back porch and look at the lights in the city below, and we'll wrap ourselves in a blanket together and talk about, you know, old times, or we'll talk about our kids, grandkids, our family. You know, but that's how I love my wife, and I love hugging my wife. I love to embrace my wife. That's how I am. And she's gotten like that too, but I think it's because of me. She's just gotten used to it. And, you know, I guess I'm an affectionate person. I don't know. But nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing. And you know, and guys, when you love somebody and you embrace the woman you're with, your wife, and you just tell her that means a lot. It does. You know, you feel good. You feel secure in your relationship. You feel loved. You know, nothing wrong with that. But anyway, And, and that's one way of expressing your love. My wife knows I love her. I don't have to hug her or tell her I love her. She knows that. But she likes when I tell her I love her. She loves when I hug her. Sometimes when I fall asleep and I roll over, she'll ask me what's wrong. Are you okay? Everything okay? I'm like, yeah, what? And it's because I had my arm around her and then I didn't. And it's not because she's so used to me embracing her all the time, even when we sleep. But anyway. All right. But you know what? She's got something there. They love each other. It's okay you're different. You don't have to look alike or be alike. We're all different individuals. And we learn to live with each other. We learn to love each other and embrace the differences we have, right? That's what makes a marriage work. You embrace each other. You accept each other for who they are. And you love them for that. Okay. Now this video is a good one too. And
I expect this video to...
Okay. She's a black woman married to a white man. He engaged my natural hair journey. He loves my curls. I have 4C. Okay. She's talking about her hair. Okay. Let's hear what she has to say.
I did not expect this video to bring out so many black women that are married to white men. First of all, let me put Starbucks down. This is serious. I did not know so many black women married white men. Like, I don't see that combination as often as I see the inverse, the white woman, black man combination. So in my mind, it's like, oh, I'm a rarity. But this comment section is just so beautiful, and it lets me know that, black women can be loved by other races of people, not just white men. There are a few women in here who have men who are Latin or Asian, and it just makes my heart like sing and just have so much joy, because black women are amazing, but we're not always told that, and you don't always see that. And so this is phenomenal, fantastic, and I just love seeing black women cherished and loved for being black women. And look at my girl's popping today.
Right. Okay, isn't that awesome? And you know what? I feel like she does. When I was dating back in the day, it was like it was a rarity. And even when I got married to my wife, back in '94, I always thought, well, we're just unique, we're different. There ain't that many people like us, like she was saying. And when I went in the army, and it was like, oh my God, there's white men married to black women. And I'm seeing it more and more. And I'm like, wow, there's that many. And I've gotten to know people through YouTube that are married, black women and white men that are married. And it's amazing. It's a beautiful thing. And it's, and yes, black women are amazing. Black women are beautiful. And black women, and it's a shame they're not told this more often. Why can't we tell black women we love them? And I say to men, if you're with a black woman, let it be known you love black women. Let it be known they're beautiful. You don't have to hide it and live in a secret swirl society. Those days are gone. You could just see this woman's got a beautiful spirit about her. You could tell she's got love in her heart. And she's noticing something, and she's like, that's amazing. And telling black women other men don't want them is crap. Black women, stop believing that garbage. That's just an attempt to keep you in one place, to keep you from dating and marrying out. There are men of all races that love black women. I talk to them all the time. They're out there. What are we doing? Approach a black woman. If you're a young white man, young Asian guy, approach a black woman. Get to know the black woman. Yes, you're going to be rejected. Yes, some are not going to give you the time of day. That's okay. But it's well worth it when you find the one that loves you. That's what it's all about. Black women are the most amazing, most loving women on this planet. And those that don't see it don't allow themselves to see it. Not all black women are race loyal and only want the black man. There are so many out there that are willing to date out and open up their options. You know, I'm just saying, what are we doing in society? What? Segregation's over. You can date and marry whoever you want. I think when Loving versus Virginia passed, I wish more white men would have wiped up black women. I wish it would have happened more often. I wish it would have happened in droves. But of course it's not, because we're still in that segregated mindset. We still think we got to stay with our own. There's white men out there, I'm going to be with Becky because, you know, my dad and grandfather did it, so black women don't like me anyway. Now shut up. It's about having the best option. And black women are that best option. And swirling to investment is going to happen more and more every day. It's gaining steam. More people are doing it. More people are opening up their options. I wish it happened a lot quicker, but gradually it's happening. We're going to swirl to investment. We're going to change the world one couple at a time. And it needs to happen. There should never be a woman that is waiting to get married and it don't happen. No. And it shouldn't happen with black women. Black women are at the top of the chain. When it comes to love, marriage, loyalty, education. Okay, and you'll say, well, education don't matter. Well, actually it does, okay? And I'm not putting nobody down that don't have a college degree, okay? That's not what I'm saying. What it shows with black women having the most education is it shows that black women have character. It shows that black women are making things happen. When we see black women in the corporate world moving up, it shows they have character. It shows they can persevere. They can make it happen. And damn it, I seen that long ago, and I wanted the best option. I wanted to fly first class. You know, I want the best. And it just so happens the best don't look like me, and that's okay. And I know there's going to be angry Karens along the way that see that Keisha in that pedestal that angry Karen thinks she's entitled to. Things are changing. And I would say to black women, be like Asian women. And what I mean by that is Asian women will pull right up and snatch a Brad right from Becky and don't give a damn about it. She don't care what her community thinks or what anybody thinks. She just does it. That's one thing I got to respect about Asian women. When they want a Brad, they just go get it. You know, and black women, you could do that just as easy. In fact, you'd have more success at it. Just saying. Yeah, snatch a Brad. Black women, you want a Brad? Go get one. If you could be the most educated group of women in America and have the most successful businesses statistically, you can get a Brad. that's easier than what you're accomplishing now. I'm just saying. And I would say to white men, pull your head out of your boop. Okay? Approach a black woman. Tell her how you feel. And don't just be honest. Tell her you find her beautiful and you want to get to know her. Just say it. And my advice would do it not when she's alone, do it when she's around her friends. Now, if she's around a guy, don't do that. That's stupid. But if she's around her girlfriends, just roll up and just talk to her, approach her. Because what that shows is that shows confidence. That shows you're not afraid. That shows you don't give a damn who's around. You're going to do what you want to do. And that is attractive. I'm telling you, just do it. Oh, but I might get rejected. Yeah, you might. And yeah, she might embarrass you. Yeah, it might go bad. But then again, she might not be interested, but her friends might be interested. And that shows that that shows you're not afraid. And women don't want men that are scared. I'm just saying. They want to feel like, wow, he does what he wants. Okay. I'm telling you. And she might not be interested, but her friends might. So if you're a young white man, do this. Do it. Go ahead. Risk that rejection. Life is full of rejection anyway. You know, and black women want men that are confident. Black women want men that make things happen. Black women like men that can just do it. Now, what black women don't like, and ladies, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, okay? But what black women don't like is a man with a big ego that thinks he's above everybody, okay? She loves them to be confident, but have some humility, okay? Have that can-do attitude, but have some humility too, okay? And you better dress good. If you're going to approach black women, you better look good. You better have good hygiene. Telling you, black women are too successful to deal with a man that rolls up on her with a t-shirt with holes in it and Levi's and don't give a damn. No. Black women love the man with the professional look, the man that has confidence. Just saying. And that's what I always loved about black women, how they dress, how they're organized, how they have it together. Nobody can get dressed up and look good like a black woman can. Serious. I always found that attractive. Oh my God. I'm serious. It just shows how, it just shows something about you. And a professional, nice look is attractive. Yeah, that's right. No cockiness. Yeah. Just be confident, but have some humility. Okay? Carry yourself like you're a man and you're confident, but you don't think you're the greatest thing. You don't think you're the God's gift to women. Okay? And you can be confident and you can have humility. You can do it. It's not that hard. But yeah, black women love confidence. Smile at her, be confident. Go talk to her. What's she going to do? Tell you I'm not interested? Okay. Oh my God. Life happens. Oh my God, I got to risk rejection to get to be with who I want to be with. It's okay. We all get rejected. The most attractive people in the world get rejected. So don't. But anyway, invest in the black woman. And this is my message to all men. Get to know black women. She is a treasure that is right in front of us. I call black women the hidden treasure. And the reason I say that is there's black women out there that are loving, have a big heart, that are doing amazing things, that us as men, we walk past them every day in our regular life. And because we're in such a segregated mindset, and I'm talking to white men, we're in such a segregated mindset that we don't even think about dating black women. Because number one, we think they don't like us. Number two, we're always being told we're racist, fetishizers if we are interested. And then black women are shamed if they get with the white man. She's called a traitor, a sellout, a bad wench. But you know what? When we do get together, when we do get married, our marriages last longest. We have the most success. And black women opening up their options more, and white men too, and other groups of men, that would change that narrative. The more white men with black women, that fetishizing BS will go away. That they're racist. Well, okay, we're marrying black women, but we're racist. How does that work? Really? It would start destroying those narratives. And it would pressure all men to compete. We need to compete as men. That's natural for us. And I'm not talking about, you see a woman you're attracted to and another guy's attracted and you get in a fight, a physical fight over. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about competing. I'm talking about building, having a job, moving up, being successful, dressing nice, carrying yourself well, being professional. You're competing and don't even know it when you do that. And the more valuable women will see you. You'll have more options as a man. I mean, win us over. That's what we should be doing. Win the black woman over. Show her you're organized. Show her you're a hard worker. Show her that you have heart. Show her you have love for her. In today's world, with a lot of this beta dust out there, all you really got to do is brush your teeth and throw on a clean shirt. And it's sad, but I mean, seriously. And because black women outnumber black men by so much, you got these beta dumplings that believe that they don't have to compete or do nothing. Because they've been coddled. They've been told they're the best. Black women have always fought for them, had their back, coddled them, always tried to do better, be more feminine, be more submissive. Black women, you're beating a dead horse doing that stuff. If the man ain't right for you, kick him to the curb and move on. Open up your options. You're the prize. You're the treasure, not the guy. Any man that thinks he's the prize is an idiot. He's feminine. It's sickening. Why would a man want to be the prize and have the woman take care of him? When really in society, men have more opportunities than women. I'm going to be honest. We do. We can do more jobs. We get hired for more work. So we have more. So why would we want to be the prize? Now, I'm not telling anybody how to live their life. It's your choice. If you want the 50-50, if you want to be the stay-at-home guy, hey, that's your business between you and your wife. But here, in my opinion, us as men, we got to compete. We got to, show the woman that we're worthy of her love. Show the woman that we're worthy of her beauty, her love, her loyalty. We got to earn that. We got to show we're men, that we're going to love her and protect her and do right by her. Just saying. Good night, family. I have to get up early. Have a blessed night, family, until we meet again. By way of YouTube, thanks everyone for your love and appreciation. You, Brent and Sandy. Thank you so much, Beverly. Hey, Beverly, thank you so much. God bless you. And me and my wife, we love you and we think you're awesome. Okay. You have a good night. Get some rest. And we'll meet again on YouTube and stuff. And I appreciate those kind messages you send me and my wife. That's beautiful. And I love you for it. That's awesome. You have a blessed night, Beverly. God bless you. She's my sister from another mister. We love Beverly. Okay. But anyway, where's Indiana Mom? I don't know. I haven't seen her in a while. Maybe she's busy. Okay. Well, guys, I'm not going to be up too late. I just wanted to do this live stream, and we need to invest in the Black woman. More men need to invest in the Black woman. There's a hidden treasure there. There's a group of women that are loving, amazing, and I'm telling you, if I had to do it all over again, it would be the Black woman every time. And I'm not, putting any other group of women down. I'm just saying Black women are the best option. And I've always felt that way. I've always been in love with Black women. And even as a child, I've seen the beauty in Black women, and I've seen the blessing. And if I was a single man that was, say, 22, okay, and there was supermodels around me, a white supermodel, an Asian supermodel, Arab supermodel, whatever, and there was an average Black woman that just looked average, just your everyday Black woman, and surrounded by supermodels, I would choose the Black woman, hands down. I wouldn't even have to think about it, because the Black woman, I know what I'm going to get. I know I'm going to get true love. I'm going to have somebody that's going to love me for who I am, that's always going to have my back and always be there. I know she's going to pour her love into me and be with me every step of the way. And I'm serious about that. You know, black women are the best option. I swirled the minute I started dating, and I never looked back. 1994, I took my swirl to investment. I married my wife. We've been married 30 years. Well, May 19th will be 30 years. Okay? I never looked back. And my father told me when I got married, he said, son, you have my blessing. Sandy is a good woman. She'll do you right. But this is forever. And not everybody's going to understand the special love you and your wife have. I looked at my father and I said, too easy. And you know why it's too easy? Because my love outweighs any problems we'll ever have. It don't matter what people think. It don't matter what my family thinks. Even if my mother and father were against it, I'm still going to be with my wife. My wife comes first. Above everybody. The most important person in my life is my wife, Sandy. The person I love more than any person in this world is my wife, Sandy. Now, I love my family. Don't get me wrong. I love my children. I would, give my life for them in a heartbeat. I love my grandchildren. I do the same thing. But my wife is the most important person in my life. She is my treasure. She is my blessing. She is the better half of me. And if you open up your options to black women, you get to know black women, you find a black woman that loves you, you'll be saying the same thing I'm saying years down the road. People thought I was nuts dating black women. They thought I was crazy. No. Everybody else was nuts. They didn't see the beauty in black women. I did. Just saying. And my attraction to black women goes beyond how they look. It's what's inside, their character. It's their love, their big heart, their loyalty. Black women are making things happen. And some of them are doing it by themselves. Some of them are single mothers making things happen. Don't tell me black women ain't the best option. Now, that's not to say there aren't other good options. And I tell you this, guys, I find black women so valuable. Okay? I have so much love and respect for black women that I encourage my son to get to know black women. I encourage my son to date. And recently I found out he's dating a black woman, I was like happy. And is that wrong? I was like rejoicing, like, yes. And my wife looked at me, she said, stop. She smiled, okay. But no, I'm serious. I see black women as the best option. So naturally, I'd want my son to have the best option, right? And would it be right for me to tell my son to open up his options? Well, he's biracial. I mean, is that considered opening up your options? I'm just saying. But my son, I want the best for him. If you ever met him, my son, he's a good man. He is. And I'm not just saying that because he's my son, but he's always taking care of his sisters. He's a big man. He's like, 6'1". He's solid. He was skinny, but he just filled out, once he, got in his 20s, he started getting muscle, and he's just, he's a big guy. He looks scary to people because he's so big. And I remember but he's really he's like he's got a big heart. And he would be a good husband to a woman, and I know he would. And I want him to have the best. And black women are the best option. I know some people say that's wrong. You shouldn't encourage. I mean, my son can marry whoever he wants, whatever race. I don't stand in the way of that. But I see something in black women that's amazing, and I want my son to have a wife like I got, that will love him with all her heart, because I know he would do the same. And he's hardworking. He's in the Army. He's moving up in the NCO ranks. He's doing good things. But I love my children. I want my children to have the best. I just thought I'd share that with you. But, whoever he marries will accept, I just want him to marry a good wife. But I think black women statistically are the better option. I've been blessed. And I think about it, and I want my son to be blessed. Anyway, I better stop talking about, he's probably listening. Dad, what are you? But anyway, I think we need to open up to black women as men, white men, other groups of men. We need to give black women a shot. We need to get to know black women and see what kind of women they are. I would encourage men to do this. You'll be amazed how amazing black women are, how loving they are. Now, you got to vet, because there are, good and bad in every group. There are some black women that will do bad things. But in my experience, most black women I've been around are amazing women, good women that have a good heart. You got to get through that barrier and get to know them. You got to have that confidence. You got to be able to step out of your comfort zone and just go for it. Will you get rejected? Yeah, you will. But sometimes you won't. It's life. Becky's going to reject you too, so I don't know. I mean, black women are more understanding anyway, seriously. Generally, they are. They're more loving and understanding. I don't know what the big fear is. I guess we're buying the stereotypes. Oh, we're only good, successful with our own kind. We can only be attracted to who looks like us. Yeah, right. But anyway. But guys, I love you. I'm going to go ahead and close this show. I'm going to close up this stream, but I would just say thank you for your support. Thank you for being a part of the Roadrunner Swirl 2 Investment Network. And ladies, you got to take care of yourself, though. Okay, I tell men to invest in black women all the time. Okay, and the biggest investment you'll ever make is marriage. And why not invest in the best option, which is the black woman? Give her a chance. Black women, and I say this to black women and white men all the time. Black women, white men, give each other a chance, okay? Stop trying to read into stereotypes and generalizations. We're human beings. We're people. Get to know each other. And ladies, white men are just men. We just have a lighter skin tone. Okay? Character over color. Okay? Swirl to investment. Okay? You guys have a good night. God bless. I'll see you on the next show. Okay? I'll be back up here Saturday night. Okay? It'll be probably a late one, but I'll have a show Saturday. Okay? Maybe we'll get into that 4B, 4G, 4C, whatever. Maybe we'll talk about that stuff. And look, and don't let that stuff get to you. Look, when I heard about it, if women want a movement to make men do better, I'm all for it. But really, ladies, you hold the power. If he ain't right, kick him to the curb. The ball's in your court. Black women, it's you. It's up to you. You can be with any man you want to be with. Your home, your neighborhood is wherever you want it to be. If you want to live in the suburbs, if you want to live in Chinatown, if you want to be, it's your home, ladies. Black women, it belongs to you. Take what belongs to you, okay? There are men that'll love you in every group. Okay? Live for you. Stop living for in the collective. Okay? All right. I get kind of winded when I try to close the show, but seriously, ladies and men out there, invest in the Black woman. She is the best option. She is the most loving. She is the most nurturing. She is the most professional. She is the most beautiful. And once you get to know her, you'll agree with me 100%. I'm just saying. But anyway, have a good night, guys. I love you. Swirl to investment. See you Saturday.